There are times where my engagement is through the roof, and there's times where my engagement is like womp, womp, womp. It happens to the best of us. The key to success is to pay attention to what's working, pay attention to people that are paying attention to you. Let's help you crush social media. Maybe your social media has kind of been a little sucky. It's been a little sucky. It's been a little stinky, a little crappy. I understand, right? Listen, happens to the best of us. In fact, Nadya was like, I'm done with Facebook. You know how many people have told me over the years they're done with Facebook because they hate the algorithm, they can't get attention over there. But you know what? That's normal. That's normal. Meaning when a platform matures, at least now we're realizing this is normal. When a platform matures and you've got all these big companies and these big influencers and, Facebook ads, and there's all this attention being spread out among stories and groups. I mean, one of your biggest competitors for your newsfeed posts are groups. I see more posts from groups in my newsfeed than I see people posting on their wall. Why? Because Facebook is pushing groups. One of the things you can do, and I know this is such a simple thing, but once a week you should set a reminder in your phone, maybe even twice a week, to ask questions. Ask people questions. And it could be something stupid. Like it could be something super silly, something funny, it could be anything. Do you drive an electric car or a motorized car? Like simple things, right? Do you like going out to dinner or going out to the movies for date night? You can ask questions and get people engaging and sharing their opinion. Would you agree people love to share their opinion? It's creating conversation, asking questions, getting people talking. I mean, literally, it could be anything. Once a week, you should do that. I also do this, by the way, in specific Facebook groups. It could be something specific to your niche. It could be something totally silly and goofy, something lighthearted, something funny. You should be posting in every group that you want to generate business out of. But you're not in there to generate business. You're in there to help and make friends. You're in there to serve and provide value. But guess what happens? Because people relate to you, because people like you, because you speak their language. Relatability is the number one thing that you want to provide, in a sense, when it comes to showing up with your personality, your style, your story, your energy. Like, I attract energetic people. I attract people like me. A lot of people that I attract are around my age. A lot of the people I attract have experience in network marketing. Doesn't it make sense that those are the people I would attract because I'm speaking their language? So what are you into? What's your professional background? I was a mortgage banker, so I'm in some mortgage groups. Do you get this? People are like, oh, my content is uninteresting. And because people are so distracted today, because there's all these other platforms, there's the TikToks and the Instagrams and YouTube, and there's a lot more content to consume out there. It's more competitive. But guess what? There's also less people that are as competitively creating content as we are, as you could be. There's no reason why you still can't get attention. But the people that are engaging with you, are you engaging with them? Are you engaging on other people's posts? Are you engaging in Facebook groups? Are you connecting with people? Are you responding to stories? Literally, you could spend an hour a day doing this. This is that power hour that we teach, right? The fame formula. A lot of that is like follow-ups, ATMing, right? That sort of thing. But a big part of the fame formula, if you're intentional with your time, let's be honest, a lot of you are just caught in the scroll hole. You're not being intentional. Some of y'all just need to step it up with your level of seriousness and commitment and start tracking your numbers. Start tracking your activity. And you need to get good at creating content. And it's hard in the beginning. It's hard to get vulnerable and be personal and do interviews and do videos and do TikToks. But there's so many ways to create content now that you have no excuse. But you need to make a decision to be a content creator. And I want you to remember the 3 E's when you're creating content. You want to entertain, empower, educate. I like to do what's called entertainment. I want you to hop on the hot trends. I want you to pay attention to what other social influencers are doing. If they're crushing it with TikTok or Reels, you hop on those same trends. If you see them doing a lot in Facebook groups, or you see them promoting this, that, or the other thing, hop on some of these hot trends. Try out some of these new features. Why? Because you never know what might be your thing. And then the people that are paying attention to you, maybe you only got 4 likes on your last post. Did you reach out to those 4 people? Did you connect with those 4 people? It's so funny to me when people are like, oh man, I'm not getting leads. I don't have anybody buying my stuff. My social media's got the tumbleweeds. And then I look at their posts and I'm like, first of all, you're posting 3-4 times a day on your wall. You should post once a day on your wall. Maybe twice, but those got to be hours apart. Another big reason I wish happy birthdays every day, just being truthful again, I'm just going to say it like it is. You know, I wish happy birthdays still today, every single day. You know why? Because those people magically end up in my, I don't know what you would call that, the story feed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in your stories, like a lot of times I'll see the same people in my stories, but there's a lot of times I'll see new people in my stories as well. Like meaning new people that are sharing their story that I'm watching, and I'm figuring out which one I can respond to. Because you know why I love responding to people's stories? Because I automatically end up in their inbox. Me likey. Isn't that where you want to be? Isn't that where you want to be, in the freaking inbox? So the point is, you need to start proactively wishing happy birthday, proactively watching other people's stories, proactively engaging in other people's posts, proactively sending out and accepting new friend requests. Write this down. 5, 5, 3. Every day you should friend up 5 new people, minimum. Minimum 5 new friends every single day on Facebook. Now on Instagram, you could say, hey, you know, we don't have friends over there. Sure. Well, you should have a goal of following or getting 5 new followers to follow you so that you have new people to talk to, new people to engage with every single day. If you do that over the course of a month, that's 150 new followers or friends. You are a professional conversation starter. The second 5 people every day you just have a conversation with about your products or opportunity. And you don't go to bed. You don't go to bed until you talk to 5 people about your products or opportunity so that you can ATM 3 of them. Now, maybe 3 is a lot, maybe 3 is a low number. Everybody's different. If you want to hit it hard, hit it fast, you should be ATMing 10 to 20 people a day. Now you might say that's a lot. Not really. You can't find 10 to 20 people a day that are open to just learning about your products. Half of the people that are interested in the products would probably be open to understanding the business. If nothing else, you're planting seeds. Every conversation is a seed planted. This ain't rocket science. It's not that difficult, but think about it. If you're engaging in stories, friending up new people, reaching out to followers, engaging in Facebook groups are such a gold mine and so many of you are missing the boat. You should easily have new people every day in your inbox that you're talking to, whether you're proactively reaching out to them or they're reaching out to you, that you can engage in conversation with about your products or opportunity. Now, listen, I know for some people, they're like, when do I pop the question? You know, it depends, man. It's like dating. It's like, depends on where the conversation's going. Like if they're like super into the conversation and very receptive, you know, they're very responsive, then it's so much easier to be like, you know what? I love your personality. I love your energy. Do you currently monetize your social media? Are you currently making money online? I'd love to share with you what we do. If not, no big deal. This is if the conversation's going well. If people are responding with 1-word answers, yeah, nah, they take forever to respond. Like, I'm not here to convince anybody, and neither should you. I look at it like this. I got the cookie. I got the cookie. You got the cookie. They're freaking lucky that they're meeting me. They are lucky that I'm willing to share my product or opportunity with them. It takes me a lot of time to mentor people. It takes me a lot of time to help people make money. They're lucky I'm willing to share this with them. I'm not saying that, but I'm thinking it. You follow me? For those of you that really want to get the attention of influencers, people that are, you know, building a big brand, they're building a business online, they have a following, share your biggest takeaways from their content or a quote from their content or maybe one of their Instagram posts or one of their reels. Like when people do that, when people share my stuff, and by the way, I'm not trying to get you just to do this for me. Whoever inspires you, drop it to the comments. Let me know 3 to 5 pages you follow, 3 to 5 leaders or experts you follow. Let us know in the comments, who are the people that inspire you the most that like when they share something Or maybe some of the things they share just blow you away or really impact you, and they're not selling anything. They're just trying to help. Now, yeah, they have a business on the back end. Yeah, they're capturing leads and finding ways to monetize and make money, but they lead with content creation, with value, with jab, 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 right hooking. Just like Gary Vee talked about years and years and years ago that everybody started copying. And now you look at all these big time influencers and people building brands and monetizing online. It all started with them learning how to show up for free, helping people without asking for anything in return. You get that? A lot of the TikToks we've created recently, it's us sharing someone else's video, but we're doing what's called a stitch or a duet. Those are extremely effective. It's literally you showing up with value, but sharing someone else's content, and then you can weave in your own content as well. And again, what do you do on the back end? You connect, you build rapport, you connect, you build relationships, you ask them what they do, you ask them where they're from, how they came across your page, how they monetize their social media. Would they be open to making money? Would they be open to trying a product? Would they be open to learning about what we do? Have they ever tried collagen? Have they ever tried diets before? What diets were most effective? Do they have any income goals currently? Do they like multiple income streams? Like, this isn't rocket science. You ask questions that guide them in the direction you want them to go. And if they ghost you, so I don't even notice when people ghost me because I'm already off to the next conversation. Like, just have fun. Throw it out there. You're just too uptight. You're like, what are the perfect words to say right now? What's the perfect question to ask right now? You go from being like super cool, normal person to like weirdo network marketer. Like, would you like to make money outside of your current line of work that you do right now for a living? So weird. Don't talk like that. Talk like you. You go into your messenger and you go over to where it says active people. It says I got 219 active people right now. Do you know how many of these people I could easily message? Like, let's see. What's going on, Kim? Hey, I just saw you were online. I just wanted to say, hola, how are things? Because why not? I'm not going to be your Facebook friend if we're not allowed to be friends and talk. Why would I be friends with someone that I'm not like allowed to message? Like, why are people so weird about this? Like, I'm not going to cold message anybody. It's like, well, hold on a second. Are you talking about the 1,500 Facebook friends you have? That's not a cold message. That's a message with someone you're actually friends with. A cold message is messaging someone that you've never talked to, that doesn't know you exist, and you send them a weird random message about a business opportunity. To me, that's weird. I don't do that. What's up, Tracy? Hey, how's it going? I just wanted to see if the social media guide helped you, and I wanted to see how things are going with your business. Just saw you were online, and I figured I'd say, what's up? Is that hard? Now, people are going to say, well, then what? Well, then I wait and see if they respond. If they say things that I like, if they're positive and cool, I might say, well, listen, just curious. I'm starting some new teams. I'm fired up. We got some big things coming here in the fall. If you're at all open, I'd love to share with you what we're doing. We got some big bonuses on the table. We got some crazy, awesome success stories that we're creating. And I'd love to help you if you're open to doing what we're doing, monetizing your social media, creating multiple income streams, building a residual check. If you're open, if not, no biggie. When you're new or new-ish, you should be promoting your products. Yes, the engagement will suck compared to certain posts, but you know what? Who gives a rip? You do it anyway because somebody's always watching. In your stories, in your feed, you got to promote your product. You got to create curiosity around your product. You got to tell stories. Facts tell, stories sell. You got to promote the benefits. Look, marketing is about getting people to raise their hand, to create that curiosity, to get them just to like, just to comment. It doesn't even mean they know what your product is. Stop assuming everybody knows what you're doing and what you're selling. Your goal is to get them to raise their hand. And then you have to become a salesman. I'm sorry, you do. People don't like sales. Why? You had to sell someone on hiring you for your job. You had to sell your significant other on going on that first date. You had to present yourself a certain way. You couldn't be a weirdo. Right? You got to sell your kids and going to bed and brushing their teeth and putting their toys away and doing their homework or whatever, waking up early. Like, you're selling all the time. You got to sell your kids on eating healthy. You got to sell your spouse on things. You got to sell your, like, this is just what we do for our life. It's not just for a living. It's for your life. We're always selling. People tell me I don't like sales. You're selling me right now. You're literally selling me on you not liking sales. So marketing is get them to raise their hand. But once you get on one-on-one conversations, you are selling, you are prospecting, you are popping the question. And the difference between the losers and winners in network marketing, the top producers, the average and the savage, right? The top producers and the non-producers, the committed and the uncommitted, the ones that are having success in your company, they're doing all the things I'm talking about to some extent. I'm sure some of this they're not doing, but they're doing a lot of this, but they're also doing the thing they're afraid of. That's the only difference in successful and unsuccessful people, winners and losers. Winners do the thing they're afraid of. And by the way, you learn more from failure. You learn more from mistakes. You fail your way to the top. I don't think there's a perfect recipe for success when it comes to social media and getting attention, but I do think there's an element of getting outside your comfort zone, being consistent, figuring out your voice, your way of showing up in your own uniqueness, if you will, in your own uniqueness, sharing your perspective, your personality, your relatability, communicating with your person, talking about the pain points. Maybe you build a whole brand around abundance or money mindset or law of attraction. Maybe you build a whole brand around fitness and health and wellness. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you're excited about. But you will build a following if you show up authentically.